Okay, so now we are on video 25 and we're talking about high quality materials. Most of your time in Lumion will be adjusting the materials to get the materials just right and looking like good high quality materials so that they are realistic and so that they truly represent what the client will be ordering for their material selection. Right, they're hiring us to figure out what it's going to look like, and so we want to get as close to what their material selection will be as possible. That's the whole purpose of why they're hiring us, right? So this is a very important part of the process and the most time-consuming part of the process. So if you're not spending a lot of time on materials, then you're doing it wrong. But let's adjust this albedo map in Photoshop. Let's unlock this layer, press Control J to create a new layer. To copy our image into a new layer. Then we're going to press Control Shift A, and that will open up the camera raw filter. Okay, so some adjustments we can automatically do is press Auto. Let's say that this client wants a dark wall. Let's turn down the exposure, turn down the whites and the highlights, bring back a little more detail. Let's actually keep it blue, but desaturate it a little bit. Anyways, this is pretty ugly, but we can do a lot in Photoshop to change the look of each albedo. And so that's what I've done with a lot of our material maps already. So I'm going to bring up example. Wood plank 11 is a good example. So I downloaded the wood plank from Megascans, right? And the original albedo is somewhere around here. Here it is. Okay, so this was the original, but you can see how many variations I've made of this wood texture in Photoshop. There's a ton, right? So Photoshop is very powerful, and we want to get materials just right for every single project. So you will be doing a lot of Photoshop work. So it's a good idea to learn Photoshop. And I probably create 3 to 5 different variations of the albedo just to get the color looking right in Lumion. Okay. I'm going to save these changes. Then I'm going to go back to edit this. This isn't, I'm only saving the changes to illustrate something here. When I reload this albedo map, it's going to create a new normal, unfortunately. And I wanted you to see that. I first need to export this. So to export this image from Photoshop, we're going to press Control, Shift, Alt, W all at the same time. And we want to export it as a JPEG. We don't want to use PNGs because PNGs have more information that sometimes it messes with how it looks in Lumion. So just use JPEG. Okay, we're going to go store that in the same folder and just call it albedo 2. Okay, let's now load that in. Okay, that's the new albedo. Most of the time when you go to edit a material after saving it, it'll create a new normal map. And so it takes out this targa file